Welcome back to our Freedom Box Bravo Edition instructional videos. We are going to show you how to use the Freedom App Store and to download apps onto the box and how to install them on the launcher if you choose to. So let's start by entering the Freedom App Store. Allow to load. And our first section is the instructions. I suggest taking a picture of this from your cell phone or tablet in case you need to reference it while downloading. Or you can always reference this video. Second, we have Freedom Tools. MX Player's in here. Fast speed test, AnyDesk, downloader, VLC player, etc. We have VOD apps, which are video on demand. So up top we have EagleFlix 2. And down the bottom we have EagleFlix 2.0. Both of those you will need a subscription to the Eagle's Nest. So if you have that subscription, feel free to download them and you can use your credentials for Eagle Streams to log into either one of them. We have FlixVision, HDO, MovieBox, CyberFlix Nova, OnStream, and Cinema HD version 2.4. That version is an older version, however, seems to be the last good version Cinema has put out. I believe they're up to version 3.0 or 3.1 at this point. However, as I said before, Cinema was a dying app about a year ago. The developer stopped supporting the app. There's been a couple other developers who have tried to take it over and do updates. However, they have limited sources and scraping, and it's just the content isn't as good as 2.4 was. So that's why we decided to keep that one on the box. It seems to be the most stable one that there is. Freedom TV apps are just all live TV apps, so feel free to download any of them. Purchase boxes, supplies will bring you to our website. If you have not been into Chrome, you need to accept and continue. You do not need to log in. Just scroll down to accept and continue. And over to no thanks. And I'll bring you to the website, right to the page with our products on it. You can see there's our new Bravo box. We have our Freedom keyboard with the Air mouse, and then remote and HDMI cords, as well as power cords. We will be adding the new remotes for the Bravo boxes, as well as the power cords. The HDMI cords are the same, so they are interchangeable. And then last we have Update TV App Store, which is kind of like a wizard for the App Store. If we add new content to the App Store, it'll have to be updated, so you just click on that. And it installs directly over the existing App Store, just with the new content. So we'll touch on that last. For now, we'll show you how to download content. We'll go to VLC Player, click on it. As you can see, it's now downloading VLC 3.5.4 for Android. So we'll give it a minute to download. Hit continue and allow. And you can click on OK. You will need to use your cursor. So either click the cursor button on your remote or use your Air mouse on the Freedom keyboard or USB mouse, whatever you have. I'm using the remote that came with the box, the Bravo box, and clicking the cursor button, scrolling over to it, and clicking OK. Now, you notice what came open sign. This will time out. So if it times out before you click open, it's not a big deal. Get rid of your cursor by clicking on the cursor button on the remote and hit the 4K button, the blue 4K button on your remote. Scroll down to local disk, go to download, and you'll see VLC for Android right there. Scroll to it, click on it, install it. And then when it's done, you can open it up. Scroll to the right, make sure you always allow permissions, and then you can start your VLC. It is now installed, meaning you can use this as your default player on any of the apps that you download or that are downloaded if you choose. VLC is a pretty good player and works well. So there's also MX Player Pro if that's what you want to use. You can download that from the App Store, or you can use any of the internal players in any of the apps. So we're going to exit back all the way back to the launcher. So now that we downloaded VLC, it will be in our apps page. So you can see it's right there. We're going to go back to the TV App Store. Hit the tools again. We'll go to fast speed test. It's good to have on here. And we open this up. As you can see, it is downloading. Use your cursor, scroll down to the download APK. It is verified safe to install. As you can see, download is starting right there. And when it's done, we should get a message to install. We're open. So if it doesn't open or you don't get the message, just scroll over and click here. And there's our message. This message appears for anything that's downloaded through Chrome. So we'll go and click OK. And then open. Again, if you miss the open, you can hit the blue 4K button and install it that way. So once it's installed, click open. And now your speed test is here. Currently, I'm running about 60 megabyte download speed. Okay. So we can exit back. And there is one thing I want to touch on. Sometimes if there's too many pages opened up, if you're trying to download multiple items out of the App Store without closing out of Chrome, it is a good idea to use your cursor, scroll up to close out any existing pages in Chrome. Multiple pages. If there's multiple pages open, depending on the app, you won't be able to download it. So if you click on something, it's not downloading, you'll notice there's already a page open, close out of it. And we go back to our App Store. Again, we go to our apps page. We can see that VLC is there, as well as Fast. Now, if we want to add any app to our launcher screen, scroll down to the plus sign, and then say we want to add Fast, and we want to add our VLC player for whatever reason. But you can do this with any apps, whether it's Cinema, Cyberflix, anything, EagleFlix 2.0. Just make sure they're checked green and hit the return button, and there they are on your launcher. So it's relatively easy there. Now, as far as the App Store, I'll show you how to do the update. It's very similar, very easy. Scroll down to Update App Store. Again, saying that the app may be harmful, which it's not. Use your cursor or your mouse. Scroll down and over. And OK. Again, if you miss the open, you can either scroll over and click open, or if it times out before you get to it, simply hit the 4K button, get rid of your mouse. By clicking on the mouse or the cursor button on your remote, scroll down to local disk, download, and that top one, 8reykx.apk, is the new version of the App Store. So this is going to install directly over our App Store. So if we add content, whether it's apps or tools or live TV, whatever it may be, we will put them in the App Store, and we will notify everyone on our Facebook page that we've added content to update your App Store. And you follow those instructions to update it, and then you will see the new content in there. So again, it installs directly over it, so you don't have to go to the apps page. It'll be directly on the launcher screen and look the same way the launcher does now. If you go all the way back and go home, we'll bring you to the launcher screen, and our Freedom App Store is there, and that will be the new version now. If you decide that you don't want these apps on your launcher, scroll to your plus sign and uncheck the return button, and they are gone. So that's pretty much it as far as using the TV App Store and downloading the apps and then adding or removing them on the launcher screen. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, send us an email, hit us up on Facebook, and enjoy the box.